A Chat with Greatness. Episode 4, Amelia Earhart, interviewed by Robert Fabble. The studio was bathed in a soft golden glow, its familiar ambiance a mix of modern sophistication and historical reverence. The manifestation chair hummed faintly, ready to summon yet another legend. The portraits of explorers and pioneers on the walls seemed to lean in, as though eager to witness what was to come. Robert Fabble, seated at his mahogany desk, leaned slightly toward the microphone. Good evening, and welcome back to A Chat with Greatness. I'm Robert Fabble, and tonight we soar into history with a woman whose bravery broke barriers and whose legacy still inspires millions. She was a pioneer of the skies, the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic, and a figure of unyielding determination. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Amelia Earhart. The manifestation chair began to glow, and slowly, the figure of Amelia Earhart emerged. She appeared in her signature brown leather jacket, flight goggles perched on her head, and a confident smile on her face. "Well," Amelia said, her tone light and clear, "I've landed in some strange places before, but this might take the cake." Robert rose, extending his hand. "Welcome, Miss Earhart. It's an honor to have you here." Amelia shook his hand firmly. "The honor is mine. I do love an adventure." The interview. Amelia, you are known for your fearless spirit and record-breaking flights. What drove you to pursue aviation at a time when few women were even encouraged to dream of it? The sky felt like freedom to me, Robert. When I first saw an airplane, I knew it wasn't just a machine. It was an invitation to defy limits. The challenge of flight fascinated me. I didn't want to fit the mold set for women. I wanted to create my own path, above the clouds. Your solo flight across the Atlantic in 1932 was groundbreaking. How did it feel to accomplish what many thought was impossible? It was exhilarating and terrifying. I battled icy winds, mechanical issues, and exhaustion, but there was no room for doubt up there. Landing safely in Ireland was not just my victory. It was a message to women everywhere. We can achieve anything if we're bold enough to try. Your disappearance in 1937 remains one of history's great mysteries. What can you share about that final flight? The elephant in the room. I won't spoil the mystery entirely, Robert. What's an adventurer without a bit of intrigue? But I will say this, every journey, even the uncertain ones, is worth the risk. We push the boundaries of what was known, and sometimes the world isn't ready for all the answers. You became a symbol of courage and equality for women. What message would you give to young people today who want to break barriers? Dream big. Fear is just paper thin when you push against it. Whether you're chasing the skies, the stars, or any challenge, don't let anyone define your limits. Every pioneer starts with a leap of faith. If you could see the advancements in aviation and space exploration today, how would you feel? Amelia's eyes lighting up. Thrilled! Seeing women piloting fighter jets, commanding space missions, it's what I hoped for when I soared alone. Humanity is meant to explore and innovate. I'd love to trade stories with the astronauts. Finally, Amelia, what legacy do you hope you've left behind? I hope people remember me as someone who dared to try. It's not about being fearless, it's about flying straight through the fear. Whether you succeed or fail, you've lived. As Amelia's figure began to fade into golden light, her voice echoed softly, "Adventure is worthwhile in itself." Robert turned to the camera, his expression thoughtful. Thank you for joining us on this inspiring conversation with Amelia Earhart. Her story reminds us that every great achievement begins with courage and a willingness to rise above the ordinary. Join me next time as we bring another extraordinary figure to life. Until then, dream boldly and seek greatness. The screen faded to black as the theme music played.